I'd now like to ask Jodi to come up. Jodi Walborn from Blue Zones Project. She's going to talk a little bit about something again that the ECCL has been very focused on. One of our areas, of course, is safety, and Jodi's going to talk about Bike Safety Month and the Estero Real Age Test. So, thank you, Jodi.
Do I need to turn off the light? Can you see that?
Yeah, it is.
Yes. Good morning, everybody. My name is Jodi Walborn, and I am the Policy and Worksite Lead for Blue Zones Project of Southwest Florida. If you're not familiar with what that is, we are a community-led health initiative for Southwest Florida. We've been here for 7 years. We're actually going into our certification phase, which means we've met so many requirements in getting businesses and schools and working with our local leaders in policy to implement change that supports healthy choices. My expertise, my background, I have actually been teaching pedestrian and bike safety for the last 8 years. I am a league certified instructor in bicycle safety from the League of American Bicyclists. So while I applaud everything, and we really should applaud our Estero Council, our city manager, as well as Dave Willems for all of their work that they are doing in creating safe, networked streets here in Estero, my belief, my vision, or what I've actually experienced and watched, is that it doesn't matter how many safe streets we build if people don't know how to use them correctly. So that's where part of this comes from. I'm creating a train the trainer model. So we are going to involve our community members, our community advocates, people who have teeth in the game, who wants to make sure that all of our people, all of our residents know how to walk, how to ride, how to drive safely in our community. So our goal is to educate community on how to safely share the streets, reduce accidents, injuries, and fatalities. And we're going to be doing this through the Train the Trainer model. Once I train these members will go out and they will teach a community road safety Kahoot-based class. Has anybody heard of Kahoot before? No. Okay, so Kahoot is basically an online class, but we'll have everybody here in the classroom, and you all have your electronic, whether it's your phone, your laptop, your tablet, you log into the game. The question comes up on the screen, you answer on your phone or your tablet or whatever it is you're using. And then it comes up here, you get points for how quickly you answer and if you got it correctly. And then there's a whole leaderboard. This opens up a chance for discussion. So one of the first questions is, pedestrians always have the right of way, true or false?
False.
It is false. How many people do you think actually answer true? Over 90% would actually answer that question as true. So then we look at the answer and then we discuss why the answer is what it is. It also examines what habits people have and how those habits actually affect other people's safety on the road. And we kind of look at what we need to be aware of. So whether or not this person over here is aware of what the rules and the laws are of the road, if I know what to look for, I'm going to be keeping myself safe and possibly that person over there. So in addition to that, we're going to be teaching people how to teach kids bike rodeos. This means we're working with Lee County Parks and Rec. We're working with the YMCA. We're working with Boys and Girls Club. We're working with the schools and after-school programs. Then we're also going to work with our community members to teach adult bike skills and neighborhood riding. So it's good to know the laws and it's good to know the rules of the road. But if you don't actually practice these things and how to avoid certain road hazards, you know, it's okay, yeah, I know what to do, but I haven't practiced it. And that's what this is. So I've actually been working with the Friends of Estero Pathways group and the ECCL Safety, Connectivity, and Mobility Subcommittee. And this is something we're working on. If anybody else is interested, I know my contact information is going to go out in the meeting notes as well. So please reach out to me. The other thing we have going on is Bike Month. May is Bike Month, National Bike Month. And this year we're trying something new to celebrate Bike Month, safe cycling, and our local businesses. We want people to go out and ride to our local businesses. They're going to take a selfie with their bikes in front of the business, tag that location, and put the little hashtag Bike Month Southwest Florida. At the end of the month, all of the people who have checked in at that business does a drawing for a prize, whatever they deem appropriate. And then we hand out the prize. This is to get people more in the practice of just riding every day, local errands. And I want to support our local businesses. They're the backbone of our community, right? So, and it is celebrating safe cycling. We do encourage people to wear their helmets. So we are asking, like the ECCL, they've already said that they're going to help support us. We're going to be getting these flyers out to our businesses, to our community members, and just encourage everybody to get out and ride. Mm-hmm. And now for the meat and potatoes for today. Last year we did something called a real age test. And we asked members of Estero and all of Southwest Florida to go through our website and take, it was about a 10 to 15 minute survey of your own well-being. People had to answer questions on their own biometrics. They had to answer questions on their daily habits. How much you sleep, what do you eat, how often do you eat, how often do you exercise, what kind of exercise do you do? And this information came back and it gave us some information about the well-being of our community. So it's information for you to take for yourself and say, oh, you know what, my cholesterol is kind of high, maybe I need to do something about that. And you can go in and you can take this every 6 months. Previously, we had Gallup who went in and they did this well-being index, and they did a survey for all of the counties within the United States. The difference between that is that it was Lee County as a whole. So Estero was grouped in with Lehigh and Fort Myers and Cape Coral and everybody else within the county of Lee. This, we can break it down all the way down to one zip code, or bring in all of the zip codes into a community, or we can group them into a larger area like Southwest Florida. So this is the, it's all online, and this is what we talk about our well-being. Our well-being is not just our physical health, right? We talk about it, we need to have a purpose in life. What is our social well-being? Our financial, our community. Do we feel like we belong somewhere? And then as well as our physical. All of these contribute to our overall well-being. And these are all things that we've measured through this real age test. We also feed this information into our social determinants of health. Now this is part of the CDC and the Department of Health and Human Services. These are the statistics that they basically grade our well-being on. So again, we have economic, healthcare access, our resource access, food access, and housing and transportation. She's taking a picture of me. Thanks. So this is kind of the community well-being index. So it ties in all of the information we've got here, okay? I'm going to kind of skip through a couple of these. I have sent this to Alan. If anybody would like a copy of it, you are more than welcome to see it, okay? Yeah. I want to kind of get to where we are. Overall with Southwest Florida, our opportunities, healthy food access, consumption of fruits and vegetables, walking, biking, public transit, commuting. These are opportunities that we have to grow. Reduce health risks, including our BMI and stress. Our top risk factors by prevalence: stress, low rates of exercise using weights. This includes body weight exercises, okay? You don't have to be sitting at the gym with a barbell, okay? Low fruit and vegetable consumption, our BMI, and long periods of sitting. So you guys can see, overall with Southwest Florida, we've got the national score for our overall well-being at 64.3. The state was at 64. Southwest Florida in 2015 was 68.6. Wow. In 2021, it was 72.2. So you can see we are doing really well here compared to 2015, as well as compared to a national and state averages. And we have our community, social, purpose, physical, and financial well-being domains. And the only one that we have right here that we really kind of lost traction on was our social. Well, we kind of had COVID going on, so, right? Okay. So, 2 minutes. Okay, I gotta go really quickly because I want to actually show you in Estero. This is what we had in Estero last year. Okay, this is kind of a point. Our census for the village of Estero, we have 50% male, and yet only 26% of our respondents were male. So if I'm gonna ask you to do this again this year, and we do ask everybody 18 and older who lives in the village of Estero, please take this real age test, because this information helps us identify those health risks. We can't address them if we don't know what they are. It also, by having this data and having these metrics, it allows us to apply for grant dollars to help address those things, okay? So now you saw for overall, all of Southwest Florida, it was 72.2. For Estero alone, 69 is our overall well-being. That's still higher than the national and state average. So we're doing something right here, but we can do better, okay? Our risks, specifically to Estero: stress, low rates of exercise using weights, low fruit and vegetable consumption, BMI, and low nut consumption. That's a thing. So.
Got a lot of nuts around.
Not touching that one. So you can see overall our community, social, purpose, physical, and financial, we are doing really well here. Is there room to improve? Absolutely. So thriving in life evaluation, national values, state values, Estero. Okay, so I want you guys to see our community well-being. Received recognition for helping to improve the area where you live. Are you active in your community? Do you care what's going on? Are you helping to improve it, or are you sitting back and saying, yeah, you know, somebody else will do it? Ed. The city area where you live is a perfect place for you. Estero is beautiful. This is a great place to live. We always have room for improvement. Our financial well-being, you guys can see, this was our one threat area here. Almost 30% of respondents said in the last 7 days, I worried about money. And this was last year during COVID, okay? So I know I'm running very, very short on time. You guys can see our overall risk factors. The one thing that we really, really need to look at are national values, state values, and Estero. Our cholesterol is at 9.4%. That means 9.4% of respondents have cholesterol that is considered high or dangerous. Okay, so that is something that we would need to address. This is a very, very long presentation, and again, we can have it sent out to you if you would like. When the meeting notes go out, there will be a link for you to take the real age test. Please take it, please share it, everything that we do, and I will come back and I will present the results again as soon as we have them. There's also a link for Fox 4 News. Actually did a story on this, and the reporter took the real age test herself. So I encourage you to watch that and just see what her input was, because she has some real good realizations on what happened. I know I'm out of time. Does anybody have any questions? Yes, sir.
All this personal information, my question is, regarding anonymity,
Absolutely.
how do you sustain anonymity, or can we be assured
Yes.
of anonymity?
Yes, so what happens is you do log in, you do put in your name and your email address, and that puts you basically only on an email list. That's all the email thing does. All of the information you put in, nobody else knows that it's your information except you. All of this data we have, it's an aggregate report. Nothing, no personal identifiers are spread out through anybody. This goes through Boston University. They are the ones who actually run all of the reports. They put all of the aggregate data together for us. There's no information that's ever released to anybody. It is not sold, it is not reproduced. Your information is yours alone.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Okay, Jodi, thank you so much. Yeah, we'll certainly support the new survey when you're releasing that, and get that information out.
Absolutely.
Well, I'd just like to mention